Very interesting hand here. So I open King Jack offsuit in the cutoff, pretty standard. The button puts in a 3-bet, and when both blinds fold and it's back onto me, um, I have a little bit of a decision here. So this player to my direct left has been punishing me all night in position, specifically in this scenario where I raise the cutoff. He's been 3-betting light on the button a lot. He's even put in some light 4-bets. I've gotten some 4-bet bluffs through on this player, and I just don't think I have to give him credit for a good hand here. 3-betting me on the button against my cutoff open. So I decided to go for a 4-bet bluff, blocking pocket kings and ace king, thinking that a lot of the times he just mucks here because he's been 3-betting me light. And in the times where he does just flat, it caps his range where don't think he has queens plus or ace king because he's just flatting. So I'm fine when I see him making the call. I think we can still play this hand representing kings, aces, and queens, ace, king, all of those type hands that I don't think he has in his range. Flop comes pretty good for us. We flop top pair with a good kicker and a backdoor diamond draw with the king of diamonds. I think both options are fine here. I think I flopped a value hand here, so betting would definitely make sense. I can continue to tell the story and get value from any flush draws or weaker jacks, maybe even pocket tens. But I also think checking here is fine too, which is what I decided to do to evaluate what he does. If he checks back, we're feeling really good. And also disguise our hand a little bit, make it look like we have that ace king, ace queen type holding. And he does check it back, so we're feeling good. Again, don't think he would have queens here. He definitely doesn't have aces. He could have ace jack, but I think he maybe bets ace jack here on the flop. So we're feeling like we're ahead. 7 of clubs on the turn is a pretty brick river, and now I decide I want to start getting some money in there to charge any flush draws, charge any weaker jacks, and charge any under pairs. So I decided to go for a bet here of 619, about a third, and he makes a call. So going to a river where we're still feeling pretty good. 8 of clubs on the river doesn't really change that much unless he was calling with 9-10 suited, 9-10 of diamonds. Now he hit the straight here. He also has the possibility to make a set of 8s there on the river, or he also could have pocket 7s in his range. So I'm not sure what betting here would really accomplish. If I bet and he did have a flush draw that missed, he's just going to fold. So I'd rather just check and bluff catch here with any draws that he might have that ultimately missed. So I check it over to him, and he very quickly rips it in, puts in a jam here, overbet jam on the river, which put me into the tank for a pretty long time. I really thought through all of the hands that he could have, what his range really is, and what parts of his range he would take this line with. I'm not really sure if he plays ace jack this way. I think he bets the flop more often than not with ace jack, and I don't know if he even jams it here with ace jack on the river because I have queens, kings, and aces in my range more than he does. He could have river to straight with 9-10, but I'm not too afraid of that in a 4-bet pot. And he also could have hit set of 7s or set of 8s full house there on the turn and river. But still, I'm thinking that I'm ahead of a lot of his range. I think he misses all of his flush draws, obviously, and I think he bets all of his misdraws in this way. So I just think that he's bluffing more times than not here. And I think my hand would just be too strong to fold. And we also disguise it a little bit, so I just don't see any value hands. He's basically saying he has a full house or nothing here, full house or missed flush draw, and I decided that he missed a flush draw. So I make the call, and he shows the good news of queen 10 of diamonds for a missed flush draw. So we were right. I'm really happy with the way that I played this hand. And we scoop a big one, 121.